Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sunburned Albino Plays the Ace Attorney Trilogy, Apollo Justice Trilogy Remaster, Episode 9, I believe. We are here, dude. We have just accused Wesley Stickler of Mayday. Wow, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. She's flipped this whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out. Clarify one point for me, if you would, Air Forehead. What now? Are you truly accusing this college student of murder? Well, I can't say he exactly looks innocent, but something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as the real killer. No, please, looks aside, I'm really a nice guy. All my friends say so. Let's hear what the defense has to say. What are you gonna do now, Justice? Should I really accuse Mr. Stickler? Accuse of murder, accuse of another crime, no accusation? What? Well, he was standing in the spot, so where the shot was shot from, so he had to have done it. I'm accusing his ass of murder. I accuse Mr. Stickler of murder. Are you quite sure, Air Forehead? Yes. Accuse of murder. Only 3 words, but a very, very long sentence. You have evidence worthy of such a bold accusation, I hope? Maybe I'd better think this over some more. A wise decision. Let's hear what oh, okay, they didn't get rid of my points there, so that's nice. Alright, I'm gonna accuse him of another crime. Oh, we could accuse him of the hit and run. I don't think Wesley Stickler is a killer, but he's not innocent either. His unusual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why, now. Okay. The word confession isn't in my dictionary. Tisk, 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 Air Forehead. I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate Air Stickler's silence. Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness just now for a crime other than murder. Your reason? The court's all ears. Gah, I know he's guilty of something, but what crime other than murder is there? Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime? Your evidence? The court's all eyes, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that points to the witness's involvement in the crime. The mirror. Or the phone. Or the panties? Found an exhaust pipe of a car at Maratta's clinic. Did he steal the panties and put them in there to frame him of something gross? I am so smart. Oh my god, I'm never gonna get over it. The evidence is this. What? Is that women's underwear? Hey, those are mine. Don't look at me like that! Oh, the pause was great. Order, order, order! Mr. Stickler, while I can't say this comes as a shock... It's not what it seems! By Pythagoras' theorem, I swear it! On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Bravely, she gives chase, but the snatcher flees and hides himself in no other place than the Maratta's clinic garage. Aha! Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Maybe this isn't his, this has to be, it's the victim's car. But the car was driven, and then he went back to the park, and then was pulling a noodle stand? Like, what? I still don't understand lots of parts of this. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree. Please, hear me out. It's not what it looks like. Order, 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 order. Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed. It's not what it seems. So, are we to understand that you were silent not because you were guilty of murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarments? Perhaps you are not aware that my school's name was originally written Ivy. I stands for intelligent, V stands for valiant, see? Your point. I'm not done. Now, I'm a major in the science department. And what does science teach, if not curiosity? Yes, we of the IVU science department are valiantly curious. No challenge is too daunting, and what greater challenge to science than a mystery? Come on, you're talking about a girl's panties here. No, you do not understand. A mystery is the unknown, and the unknown is acceptable. Or unacceptable. And my friends, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are the promised land. From the moment I first laid eyes on them, I was compelled to investigate for science. A full-sized car tire was only the first mystery those panties revealed. A tire? Yes, I saw her do it. She pulled a tire out of those panties. But that's not all. First there was the tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was magic. Oh, I remember now. He's one of the regulars in the audience at the Wonder Bar. Huh? He's talking about my magic panties trick. I just don't understand. A broom from a pair of panties? It mocks the very laws of physics. A broom and a frozen chicken, Trucy? Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits? Mr. Stickler, you stole this girl's panties to understand a magic trick? You say panties, but they are so much more than that. For me, they are an object for serious study. I wonder. There has been a recent rash of panty snatchings in the area. Were they all you? I am sorry, but I did it for science. Each time I spied a pair of panties flapping in the breeze, I thought maybe this would be the pair that would elucidate the mystery. Even that night as she chased me through the streets, I wept tears of joy. Perhaps this is the night that I will seize the truth that lies within those panties. Yet woe was I, for once again the lacy heart-patterned truth slipped through my fingers. Still, that leaves one thing unexplained. Ah, you refer to our witness's other lie, yes? The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but was in fact in the north. Indeed. Would anyone care to explain why he lied about that? Be my guest, Air Forehead. Me? Did I not hear you correctly? Did you not say you do not accuse the witness of murder? Let me do a quick little save here. Why, then, did the witness lie about his location at the time of the shooting? Or have you no idea? Apollo, there's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it, right near where Mr. Stickler was standing, isn't there a... There's a trash can. Was someone hiding in the trash can? Well, Mr. Justice, what say you? Do you have any evidence to show why the witness lied about his location? The torn off the car was in the trash can. Yes. I fail to see how this evidence relates to our witness's fabrication. As do I, but I'm sure it does, somehow, somewhere. It appears the fabrication was yours, Mr. Justice. God damn it. Dude, they led me on. Alright, come on, I have no idea, but there's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it right now, we're saying yes. Okay, well I have to save here now, just to not have to deal with so much dialogue if I mess up again, which is likely. What say you? Okay, now I have to save here, just in case. Do you have any evidence to show why the witness lied about his location? Yes, I do. And it's because of his phone. What do you mean that was the part of the fabrication? These bloomers, of course. The evidence that shows why he lied is this. What? More panties? How many panties are you carrying in your pocket, Air Forehead? These are the last, honest. These were found in a trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram, we can see that the trash can was right next to where the witness stood. Mr. Stickler, you didn't. Alas, I'm a failure as a scientist. I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't even unravel a pair of panties. So, these panties are your handiwork as well? That night, I had been chased, hounded into the Maractus Clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. Don't you see how I felt? Believe me, I'd rather not. I hid in the garage for a short while. Then, abandoning the panties, I made for home. To avoid the office where the girl works, I went towards the south entrance. When I saw them hanging there on a clothesline by a giant mansion. A giant pair of panties. Apparently he didn't know those bloomers belonged to the mob. I had them safe in my pocket, ready to take home, when I stumbled upon a murder. The murder of Dr. Maractus. I reported what I had seen, but as I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. What if they searched me? That's when you disposed of the bloomers? Yes. Yes, it was a severe blow to the progress of science, but one that had to be borne. A fascinating if disturbing tale. I believe this brings today's proceedings to a close, and I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial. One last thing, if I might. Yes, Prosecutor Gavin? Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made, namely that the defendant, Waki Kitaki, was at the scene of the crime, and he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing. Waki Kitaki has a clear motive. Indeed, the defendant Waki Kitaki is still the prime suspect in this case. The only suspect, in fact, assuming there was no one else on the scene at the time. Yet a mystery remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple has yet to be explained. The court requests further investigation from both the defense and prosecution. Ja, baby. No problem. Very well. This brings the trial for the day to a close. Court is adjourned. Jesus, this one's long, dude. What are they doing out here? This is ridiculous. I need to take a little sip of my water. To be continued for the 5th time. Yes, please. We're gonna have to go investigate again, dude? Oh my god. What a train wreck that was. I'm glad we made it out of that trial alive. Really? I had fun. And Waki made it through the day, too. Everyone was too obsessed with panties to bother with a real case. But it was good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight. You should come, Polly. Yeah. The amazing Mr. Hat will be making an appearance. Hi, folks. I'll be here all week. That's about enough of him. Hello? Ah, Miss Tiala. Thank you for today. The trial went well. Oh, right. No problem. Do you think Waki will be okay? Well, he's not guilty yet. Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month. Oh, congratulations. Way to put the pressure on a guy. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Well, let's talk about the marriage. Are you sure about marrying into the Kitaki family? I'm fine with it, and I love Waki with all my heart. Aw, that's so sweet. So it doesn't bother you that you'll be, married to the mob?
I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. Say, where did you and Waki first meet, anyway?
Good question. Miss Tiala doesn't look like the type to have gangster connections.
Oh, we met at my old job, actually.
Ah, office romance. She's not very forthcoming with information about herself, is she? Did she work at the clinic?
Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business?
Really? Mr. Kataki wants to quit being a gangster?
He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. He only announced it recently out of the blue. I hear there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks.
I wonder if this explains that apron. I can't imagine Waki going along with that.
Hee. He's highly motivated, isn't he?
That's not the word I would have used.
He said, I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. I think he's at that age when boys want to make a mark on the world.
That's not the way I would have put it.
His father moves in a lot of circles. He's really focused on profits. The Kataki family's been making a killing recently.
Again, not the way I would have put it.
But Waki says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold.
Ooh, a generation gap. They've even got the ever-classic what about the family business thing going. Usually it's the father worried about tradition. Can I ask you a question about Waki? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Maractus.
Apparently, yes.
I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed me up my op something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later. Bye. So I gotta go in, get another doc to patch me up again.
Yes, it sounded horrible. Waki has always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid.
I'm not sure it qualifies as fighting when pistols are involved. Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he?
No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us.
It's scary to think that a surgeon might make a mistake, but it's even scarier when he tries to hide it. I'd like to know a little more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the Maractus Clinic a visit.
I should be getting home now. Waki's in your hands, Mr. Justice.
Right. Leave it to me. Apollo, I think you're only making her more nervous. Sorry, I'm new at this, okay?
Tee, it's all right. I believe in you.
Okie dokie, nothing more to examine. Well, okay, I can examine everything, but do I want to? Not really. So let's move to the clinic. Oh wait, wrong clinic. Let's move to the Maractus Clinic, which is from Eldune's house. There's still a kitty up there. Can I move to the Maractus Clinic itself? Hello? Hello? The front entrance to the Maractus Clinic. The walls and posts are so highly polished I can see my face in them. Wait, my hairdo's a little flat. There, perfect. Okay. A police car is parked in front of the Maractus Clinic. It's empty. The police must be inside investigating. So I would love to join them. Looks like this is a banner for some campaign. 3 shots for the price of 1. Somehow I don't see people lining up for that. Dude, that is literally COVID advertising. Bam, bam, bam. Let's go to the Kataki Mansion. No one's here, man. Let's go to People Park. Where am I supposed to go? They said they wanted to go to the Maractus Clinic. Alright, time to examine literally everything in every single spot until we figure out what to do. Some magic books are mixed in with the law books here.
The magic books all look well used, but the law books are just gathering dust. I feel kind of sorry for them. Maybe I'll read some next time I'm around. A hot water pot sits on a magic table. Why is the stand for this table so flimsy looking? Maybe it looks better that way? I was hoping for a more professional explanation. Well, maybe to show that there's no tricks involved? Not bad. I still think it's just that it looks better that way. A blue silk top hat, just like the one Trucy's wearing. It's my trademark color, Trucy Blue. I don't think you can trademark the color blue. Standing out is everything when you're up on stage. Bet you didn't know you've got your own color too, Apollo. Crimson Justice. You make me sound like some second-rate superhero. At least it's better than being a first-rate super zero. Okay. Yeah, no, there's gotta be like a different... Okay, let's try the detention center. Here we go. Looks like Waki's out for questioning. I really need to talk to him. I guess we'll come back later. Excuse me? Yes? The other suspect is all through with questioning, sir. The other... you mean the panty snatcher? Wesley Stickler. So they arrested him too? Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. I hope I don't regret this. He is a valuable witness. He is a bit precious, I'll give him that. Please, keep this brief if you would. I'm quite busy. Oops, I just stepped on my phone. I need to finish this paper. It's you! Mr. Stickler, we'd like to have a few words with you. Very well, as long as they're few. Nothing would make me happier, believe me. Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole... Wait! I can't help but feel that I'm being misunderstood. How exactly? Yes, that night I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it, nothing more. You wanted to know the trick to my panties, right? You're here too? Oh, great Trucy, teach me! Huh? I must know the secret of your panties. My very existence hangs in the balance. Please, make me your apprentice. Apollo, help. I don't know, I think you'd make a great, lovely assistant. Don't say that, Apollo. Could you relate what you saw the night of the murder to us one more time? Why not? Though it hardly differs from the testimony I gave in court. The defendant was there in the park that night, of this I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol, or something like that, at the victim. That's when I shouted, "Stop, you two! Let's resolve this like gentlemen!" And the next moment, a shot was fired. And this is all true, really. My panties are gone, my innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie? I can't think of anything you'd want to hide more than panty snatching, true. It sounds like Waki was at the scene of the crime after all. How I wish it weren't so. Well, then we need to present him with stuff, like his phone, for instance. Do you know about this mirror? Fine, ignore my evidence, see if I care. Let's present him the panties. That's it! The mystery! The unanswerable riddle! Actually, they're just a normal pair of panties. What? How is that possible? It just takes practice, that's all. Then you must teach me. You must. To think, if I could produce a pencil, an eraser, a textbook, and a lunch, all from a pair of panties, my life would be complete. He's serious, isn't he? Let's show him the other panties. What, you don't like that one? Yeah, right, bro. Was this knife something you may have seen? Nope, okay. Then let us present his phone. What, you don't care about your own phone? The hell are you talking about, man? Let's present the bowl. Let's present the map. I'm gonna present to you my attorney's badge. I'm gonna present to you the gun. I'm gonna present to you Walkie's checkup report. I'm gonna present to you the noodle stand. Remember when this fudged you up? I'm gonna present to you the autopsy report. Mind if I present to you the fingerprint powder? Alright, that's enough presenting, I suppose. But there's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing to examine, so I guess we're just done. Can I present... Can't I present characters? Like, what happened to doing that? You could present character profiles to people. I don't know how to get there. Like, I can switch tabs this way, but not when I'm presenting people. So. Oh well. I guess we're moving. Let's talk about the case. If everything that Panty Snatcher said was true, it doesn't put Walkie in a very good position, does it? He was at the scene of the crime, that's pretty clear. There's gotta be a different angle on this. Well, let's get investigating. No time like the present. So, any leads? One moment. Shazam! Alakazam! Whoa, evidence keeps flying out of nowhere. Ta-da, that's all. Neat, huh? Yeah, real neat. Wait, but that's big. You want me to use the fingerprint powder? How do I do that again? The label reads fingerprint powder in some strange language. How do we know for sure? What if this is really a jar for something else, like jam or honey? Why would anyone go through the trouble? Well, so the police don't find out, that's why. I hardly think possessing fingerprint powder is a crime. Oh, huh, I guess. That's boring. So how did we do this before, then? They taught me how to do it. We go to the details here. There's examining, but there's no, like, option for doing this. How did she tell us how to do it before? If I use this... Like, I don't get it. It says to use the fingerprint powder, but I don't know how. Or, well, it doesn't say to do that, but, like, that's, like, a thing. None of the buttons say use fingerprint powder. And if I go to options, that doesn't do anything. Resetting the camera does nothing. Can zoom in and out, and that's about it. I guess you can only use the fingerprint powder on things that are in the world, maybe? Maybe that was the case. Like maybe in the examine thing. So we do this, court record, fingerprint powder. Nope. Well, what do you know? Okay, forget that. Let's go to... We still want to go... I mean, let's go here. Is Phoenix right around? No. Well, that is so unhelpful, man. Let's go back to Eldun's house. Okay. Hey, it's Mr. Eldun. Oh, Mr. Eldun. What's wrong? So, you found my stand. That's why I'm here, to thank you. Ah. But now it's a crime scene and they won't let me have it back. That's also why I'm here. I got no other place to go. Ah, I see. How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get, Trucy Doll.
Even in death, he's after my neck, I tell ya. Bah! Can't even cook an honest noodle.
He? Even in death? You mean the victim, Dr. Maractus?
I tell ya, it's enough to drive a man to make his soup even saltier.
Remind me never to eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood.
That stand, for generations it served up the very best noodles us Elduns could make. A tradition of noodles and salty broth. It's more than a stand, it's history, I tell ya.
Watch what you say or it might become true. That's a great story, Mr. Eldoon. A single stand passed down from generation to generation.
Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it.
That's right, you said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, was it?
Good memory, Trucy doll. Hey, I was a go-getter back in my day. Until my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune.
Mr. Eldoon, I don't mean to pry, but what exactly did you do before you became a chef?
Bah! Let old noodles lie, that's what I say.
I'm starting to get an idea of what he did anyway.
He stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles. And now I don't even have that.
I'm starting to think this guy's the murderer. Mr. Eldoon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the Maractus Clinic?
Eh?
I couldn't help but sense enmity there.
Enmity? I hate him. Hate it. Him acting like he smells like roses when he's rolling in mud.
Excuse me?
He's the only doctor at that clinic, you know. Pretty impressive, eh? I'll tell you the secret to his success. The mob.
You mean the Kataki family?
They're always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Maractus saw a chance for some business, so he started giving the Kataki family a good deal.
A deal?
Every fifth operation for free. He stole the idea from my pops. One free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say.
Can a doctor just decide to do that? What about the insurance companies?
Oh, no doubt it's illegal, but it got him in good with the family. Pretty soon he was getting all the business in town, leaving me here in the dark, up to my neck in soupy noodles.
I think I figure out Mr. Eldoon's former occupation. He used to be a doctor. Whoa! Can't hurt to ask, Apollo. Mr. Eldoon, or should I say Dr. Eldoon.
Figured it out, did ya? That's right, I was a doctor. A surgeon. Until the year before last.
So, Mr. Maractus was your rival?
You like those onions they put in the soup broth?
Yeah, kind of.
You take a spoon, you drink some broth, those onions will find their way in there. For people who like them, why that's just fine. For people who hate them, I hate onions. Hate them! Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of a good tasting spoonful. Well, that's what he was. An onion. Onion boy, that's what I called him.
So, you weren't exactly friends?
Ha! Me and pal Maractus. Ever since preschool, we were getting in each other's face. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come following along. Then he'd do it better than me. Just blow right past without so much as a howdy.
I see.
That's right, I was a surgeon long before he was, you know. Then that no-good onion boy comes along.
Well, Trucy, looks like we found ourselves a new suspect. Don't say that.
Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a ladle. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to weigh you down with an old man's ramblings.
No, it's fine.
By way of apology, you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by.
Huh?
You're investigating Maractus, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, you want to know about a doctor, you ask a doctor, that's all I'm saying. You just think of me if you need something, Trucy doll.
Right. Thanks, Mr. Eldoon. I guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted. What else can I present you? Have you seen this phone? Sorry, Sonny boy, my interest is for my stand and precious little else. Get cracking on that case, get me back my stand, I'm begging you, okay. Well, we don't have any new evidence to show him. I present to you the stand. That's right, Sonny. When are you bringing my stand home? I'm ready, can't you see I'm ready? I guess. Until that stand is back home, the case is not closed, you hear me? I think I'll avoid talking about his stand in the future. Let's see, well, can we present him anything relating to being a doctor? Like, do you know this car? No, okay. Do you know this knife? Do you know Waukie's checkup report since you're a doctor? Well, you're not even gonna corroborate on that piece of evidence for me, you bitch. You bastard. Well, we've got to check out this clinic, that's for sure. Yeah, but what about the guard? No harm in asking. Excuse me? Hey, it's you two from yesterday! That's the same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday. Your business is over in the park, isn't it? The clinic's off limits. It's not involved. But what part of off limits do you not understand? Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident in the park or beat it. No harm in asking. No gain either. No point in sticking around here, I guess. What do you mean? I'm gonna show you some frickin' evidence, dude. I present to you the mirror. I'm not presenting it to you, you idiot. I want to show you evidence, please. I show you evidence now. The cell phone is connected. Oh, come on, man. I come over here, I present to you Waukie checkup report. Okay, fine. Let's go to the garage. We'll just examine some stuff in here. Eek, someone's there. Oh, it's just a gold painted. Yeah, we already know about this. We already know about this. Tailpipe. This is where we found your panties, isn't it, Trucy? And I can't thank you enough, Apollo. Great memories between us. Okay, it doesn't cost anything to be polite, and I could bring you more business. More business. And then we got the mirror, which is, yeah. Mr. Wright sprained his ankle in the car lost a side view mirror. This car versus Mr. Wright. Not quite the match of the century. That's why they should have put him in Smash Bros, bruh. Well, now I'm just a little bit stuck, but I guess we'll just go to all the places again. Kitaki Mansion! Aha! I wondered when we'd see you again. Yipes, she's back! Hey, you two, over here. Us? Yo, little plum, what's up? I think all this gangsterese is a negative influence on Trucy. I heard you retrieve my bloomers. Well, I was just doing... Bah, a man speaks clearly and takes credit where it's due. You caught the thief, didn't you? Yes, sorry, I caught him. You're cute when you're nervous, Polly. I'll deal with you later. But enough about bloomers. What about my son, Waukie? Waukie? Well, he's a... Clearly. Yes, ma'am. This is why I was kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here. He's really everything you'd expect in a boss's son. I'm gonna be a gangster dude. The life does have an appeal for that age, particularly for boys. What? Don't look at me like that. He was shot in a turf war about half a year ago. Yes, we heard the story from Waukie. But he didn't tell you the whole story.
You know, even if he had a pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone.
What?
He acts like he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know. I'm his mom.
Her words do have a certain weight to them.
Hopefully, when this is all taken care of, he and the boss can sort out their differences.
The boss? You mean Waki's father? They didn't seem to be on the best terms, did they?
Okay, yeah, let's go into that. The boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him.
But Waki seems, well, it seems like he's against his father's position.
It's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now, trying to cut our ties to the shadiest side of the street and do more on the up and up. Waki isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true.
But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills?
It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is.
I see. Something must be up.
He'll see things the way the boss sees them, someday. It's true. One of our pistols is missing.
So the murder weapon was from this mansion. We kind of figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days.
None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Waki could have taken it.
I see.
I'm sure the cops will continue tromping all over the mansion because of this case. Maybe this is a sign that it's time for a change.
She doesn't seem too concerned, at least.
Yeah, Waki's fiancé.
They're getting married next month, correct?
I suppose. She's been staying over lately.
You don't look too happy about that little plum.
How'd you guess?
Even I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her?
Waki brought her home one day. Says he wants to tie the knot.
I can see why. She's so pretty.
Oh, she's pretty enough, but, you know... Nah, it's probably just me being suspicious. Stay in this business too long, and you start to only see darkness in people. You get a nose for it. A nose for people, a nose for trouble.
I wonder what the problem is. It's like a gangster's only version of female intuition. So she's the killer. Ugh.
Alright, I present to you your bloomers.
About these.
Hey, my bloomers! Thanks for that. I owe you one.
I thought you might like them back, so...
Oh, no. Why don't you keep them as a souvenir?
Oh, no, I couldn't, really. Thanks for the offer, but I could use those in my magic panties act. I'll pull shivs and pieces and godfathers out of them. Great, now your props are going from bland to dangerous.
Tell me about Waki's checkup report. Sorry, kid, I got no idea what you're talking about.
What?
Tell you about the pistol.
So this pistol belongs to the Kitaki family, is that correct?
It's one of the pieces we keep around. That is, we used to keep around. They're all gone now.
Oh?
Police came yesterday and took everything. Everything but my broom.
Don't you think you should have given them that too?
You kidding? Can't clean up very well without a broom.
Alright, you got nothing about the noodle stand? Oh yeah, tell me about this knife. Can you tell me if this knife belongs to Waki?
Oh, that's his knife, all right. Bought it for him for his birthday.
Wow, that's a pretty hardcore present.
I remember him falling asleep with it clutched in his arms.
Ooh, I know the feeling. I'll bet he was just as happy as I was with my plastic spaghetti.
Show you an autopsy report. Show you a fingerprint pattern. Show you this dude's phone. Show you Trucy's panties. Show you a bowl. Show you a mirror.
This is the mirror we found.
From the hit and run, huh? It's funny how it all ties together like this. You chase after a hit and run and end up Waki's attorney. Of course, you'll find the real killer soon, won't you?
Okay, well that's probably it for that.
Nope, that's all the same. So let's move to the park.
Alright, nothing new to see at the park then. Back to the mansion. Where have we not gone? Let's go back to the agency. There's no leads. Back to Eldoon's house then, or back to the detention center. Aha. I was hoping to meet with my client. Waki Kataki's just finished questioning. I'll bring it out. Great, finally.
Yo, sup, my little imposter?
Eek! What did you call me?
Dizam, it's you? Sorry, G, thought you were a leader.
My little imposter sure is a strange nickname.
It's a clink thing, you wouldn't understand. Did I say imposter? I meant poster, like poster girl, eh?
If you're gonna drop part of that, why not drop poster and just call her girl?
'Cause she's so much more than that, G. She's like an angel, a fallen angel. So, what can I do you for?
You don't look so chipper today, Waki. Worried about your, heart condition, maybe?
That was the wackest thing of all us G's lining up taking eye exams and all that. Better to die young than fade away, bizoy.
A relief to hear.
Eh? What's a relief?
Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, it could kill you.
Man, I ain't trying to hear that. A man fights to protect what's valuable to him, you know what I'm saying? I miss my fallen angel. Hey, you go get a leader for me. You're my lawyer, aren't you?
Lawyer, not gopher. So, I hear you're to be married next month?
Straight up. We poured the nuptial 40 out on the stoop. Alita, oh Snapple Cake, she's so fine.
I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way. I was wondering, how did you two meet? I asked Tiala, but she was very vague.
Huh? Well, man, if she wouldn't tell you, I'd best hold my tongue, you feel me? What? Man, what's past is past. She knows that. When I'm with Alita, I feel like there's things worth protecting out there, you feel me? And my Alita, she's down with all that all the way.
So both of them are mum about their past. Do you think you could tell us what happened with you and Pal Maractus?
There's something you should know. We Katakis are having what you might call a feud with the Rivali's family. So about 6 months back, I go into Rivali's turf packing a knife, right?
And you were shot?
Coldest thing I ever seen. One shot to the heart. But my homies weren't too late. It's a miracle that I lived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kataki family, you know that?
So you were taken to the Maractus clinic then?
You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. You can't just let the boss's son die, you know?
I'd hate to have been in that doctor's shoes. Mr. Kataki's scary enough when he's not angry. But the bullet that hit you, it was never removed. And it's still threatening his life.
That doctor, he did it on purpose. The Rivali's paid him off, I'm sure of it.
I need to hear more about the night of the murder, that much is clear.
Life in the family is a G thing. It's about being a man. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, I'm not up on my G things. I'm not even sure what a G thing is.
But my old man, he's gone soft. He says the old rival gang days are over. He just wants to make money.
Isn't that a good thing?
Man, there ain't no soul in making money. Better to live fast and die young, for shizzle. Wait till I run the yard. Then everyone will know what time it is. That's right, OG time all the time. Represent!
Apollo, why does he keep talking about old guys? I don't think that's what old G means, Trucy. Alright, what do we present to you your knife? About these weapons, the pistol and the knife.
They belong to the family. I snuck them out that night.
So the killer, Mr. Stickler, says he saw that night was...
I guess it was me. I was there after all.
We're finished. Yo, Waki, do you think you could tell us exactly what happened that night?
Ha! You don't beat around the bush, do you? I like your style, shorty.
Well then, yes, okay. Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. That is, did you do it? Did you shoot him?
I don't know.
Huh?
The day of that checkup, when I found out about the bullet by my heart, I borrowed a gun from the family stash. Figured I'd give that doctor a taste of his own bad medicine.
Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going. But you were carrying a knife, weren't you?
Oh, that? Yeah, well, never can be too careful, I say. So I'm on my way to the clinic, right? When I run into him in the park, and he's dragging this noodle stand behind him.
Wait, you didn't put him up to that? Like, you know, in the movies? If you value your life, you'll bring the stand.
Shorty, you're more whack than I am, and that's saying something.
But I was serious.
The thing is, I don't remember what happened next all too well.
You don't remember?
But the way I see it, if there wasn't anyone else there that night, then I guess it probably was me who did him in. You know what I'm saying?
I present to you the noodle stand, since you were talking about it.
Yeah, whatever.
He seems preoccupied. I'm not sure he even looked at my evidence.
A leader, man. A leader.
You gonna look at the phone? No, you're gonna look at the ball. No, you're gonna look at this mirror. You're gonna look at your own checkup report? Oh, come on, dude. That is so prevalent to you? Or related to you? I guess we're done. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.